The internet is a wonderful tool that is used for school, shopping, entertainment, gaming, and so much more. The internet allows people to find information and connect with each other.
Just like in the real world, you should take steps to keep both yourself and your information safe in the digital world.
I'm Savannah.
And I'm Anthony, and we're from the Gwinnett County Public Library.
Here are 7 tips to help keep you safe while on the internet.
Most computers, email providers, and websites require users to log in with a username and password. Did you know that a common way hackers access your account is simply by guessing this login information? Let's look at some ways to pick a good, strong password.
For starters, don't pick something that is completely obvious, such as any part of your name, birthday, or even the word password. Pick something that is hard to guess, something that doesn't contain any identifiable information. Your password doesn't have to be one word. To create a challenging password, combine 2 unrelated words. This will make it harder to guess. Want to make it even more difficult? Add random numbers and replace letters with special characters, such as the @ or $signs throughout. And there you have it, a strong password. Oh, and don't tell your friends your password. If other people know what your password is, having a strong password means nothing.
Social media allows you to connect and interact with others over the internet. There are a lot of people online. Some are people you may want to interact with, but most are strangers who should be avoided. Let's talk about privacy settings.
After you create an account on social media, explore your privacy settings. These include how people find, interact, and contact you on the social media platform. Commit some time to exploring the options you are given. Default options may not be for you. Every platform is a bit different, so you will have to read your options carefully. For maximum privacy, choose the settings that allow friends or people you approve. The settings here will allow only select individuals to see your post, pictures, and other information you choose to upload to your personal profile. On some sites, it may not be possible to hide your profile completely, so the most anyone can do is send a request to friend or follow you. In these cases, you can just decline or ignore requests of people you don't know. Remember, if you post something or interact with others on a public page, group, or somebody else's profile, it can be seen by others you don't know, so post and interact wisely. Gaming platforms will have a similar privacy setting. Be sure to explore your options here as well.
You probably already know you shouldn't give your name, address, or phone number away to strangers, but what other information should you protect?
You may have seen questionnaires that ask you facts about your life and favorite things. While these might seem fun for friends to fill out and share with each other, you may not realize you might be sharing too much information about yourself. When you made a password, did you have to set a password recovery question? Some of these fun questionnaires have the answers to these recovery questions, which can make it easy for hackers to hijack your account. The more information hackers and other bad people have about you, the greater you are at risk. Also, be wary about sharing vacation plans or your weekly routine. If you share times when no one is at your house, you make it really easy for a robber to know when they could break in. If you are on vacation, it's best to enjoy the trip and share pictures when you get back home. The larger your social circle is, the more information you would want to protect.
We have talked a lot about keeping yourself and your information safe, but what about your devices? What you download could contain a virus that may infect and break your device or even steal your information. Let's look at some dangers that can arise when downloading apps or programs to your devices.
For starters, don't immediately download something you receive or find. Assess how you came across it and ask yourself if this was something you were expecting. A picture from a friend or a document from a teacher is probably safe. If you were sent something you weren't expecting, you may not want to open it. Best practice, even with people you know, is to look at the file extension. If the download is a .exe, .cmd or .vbs file, this file will make a change to your computer that may harm or put your information at risk. Look at the file extension. If you are not sure what the file type is, ignore it and ask an adult for help. Be careful. Hackers like to give their downloads file names to try to trick you. Take this example, homework.ppt.exe. .ppt is a visual clue that leads you to believe the download is a PowerPoint. But note the .exe on the end. In actuality, this is an executable file that will make a change to your computer. Don't download this. If you think you need to download one of these file types to install new software on your computer, ask a parent or teacher to assist you.
Internet challenges have taken social media by storm. These encourage people to join in on the fun and imitate what they see and film it. While there may be some fun challenges you could safely do, there are others that's dangerous and should be avoided.
The following challenges are dangerous and should not be attempted at home, school, or anywhere at all. One clearly dangerous challenge is the fire challenge. This challenge encourages people to rub flammable material on parts of their body and set themselves on fire. You might be surprised to hear this, but some teens and young adults have done this. If they didn't die while doing so, they were left with second and third degree burns and scars that will be with them for life. Please do not even think about doing this. Now for something not so obvious, the cinnamon challenge. Cinnamon is a tasty spice when used in moderation while cooking, but the cinnamon challenge encourages people to eat a spoonful of cinnamon without drinking anything. The problem here is that cinnamon, a powder, will dry out the mouth and throat, causing an excessive amount of coughing and gagging. This can lead to lung damage and asthma. While cinnamon is intended to be ingested, a spoonful of cinnamon can cause you lots of harm.
There are a lot of internet challenges that rise and fall in popularity. Some are safe and some are clearly dangerous, but some have hidden dangers. Don't be pressured into an internet challenge, and don't pressure anyone else into one either. While the allure to be noticed by your peers is great, it's not worth risk hurting yourself for 15 minutes of fame.
While there is a lot of good information on the internet, there's also a lot of bad information out there. Some of this bad information is created by the misinformed, while some of it is intentionally created by trolls trying to trick you. Let's look at a couple of these examples.
Have you ever seen a post like this on social media? Post your password as a comment. Facebook will hide it for you. This is simply not true. If you believe what this post says and post your password, you would be sharing your password with multiple people. This is just one way hackers can gain access to your account. Be careful, sometimes trolls work together. For this example, someone may post a bunch of stars to create the illusion of Facebook hiding a password. Don't fall for this one. Here is another. Stop the government from tracking your car. Remove the tracking chip by snipping off this tube. This troll creates paranoia and has costly consequences for anyone who falls for it. In actuality, this tube is really what keeps air inside the tire, and creating a puncture in the tire will cause air to come out and the car will be unable to be driven. Don't fall for this one either.
Final tip, don't be a cyberbully and don't be victimized by one. Being behind a keyboard and computer screen, physically distanced from those you are interacting with, can make it very easy to lose track of others and their feelings.
Watch what you say and how you say it. The same social cues that exist in real life are lost interacting digitally. The joke you make at another's expense may be misinterpreted by them. Ask yourself, is a comment you are making to someone something you would say to their face? If it isn't, you might not want to say it online.
If you feel that you or a friend are a target of a cyberbully, speak up and tell a parent or teacher. They could help you address the problem. If interacting on social media, you could block the bully and report the person to the platform as well.
Do you want to know more? Check out these books from your library and these online resources.